Chieftain news breaking in this evening here on, was it 9:13 p.m., May 25th, 2021. Okay, well, here you go, guys. Just wanted to break in and give you guys an update on some events that are going on right now, currently around the world. Uh, and hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's had a good start off to the week, and hope everybody has a good week. And let's dive into this, all right? All right, so we've got Iran has had after the large refinery explosion, there at the drone place that was hit. There's another place that got hit, and they're thinking that Israel used some type of secret weapon. Wouldn't surprise me, guys. You're going to see a lot of new tech come out since these little bitty tit for tats are going on in the Middle East and other places. You're going to see weapons being used. It's going to be hard to prove who did what. Syria is blaming Israel for a explosion that happened on a tanker. Not much more details on that coming out, but it's still just wanted to pass that along. Okay, so here's some of the heavy stuff that's coming as far as the world and the Earth, what the Earth is doing. That caught my eye today that was going on. Significant droughts, stuff that I talked about, the food shortage and for the crops failing over the last 2 or 3 years. If you caught my earlier audio on that, why the food shortage is going to start this week with the meats and proteins and grains. We are looking at least 3 different places that I wanted to just make mention of, and there is more, but these are the 3 big ones. Sorry, I got something stuck in my throat. Okay, so the Euphrates River is a big deal. Of course, it's a big deal prophetically. Everybody knows that. And what we're looking at is the Euphrates River that goes into Syria. It's up in Turkey that they have a dam. Well, they turn the dam off, and they turn the water off flowing down the Euphrates River. And the Euphrates River is going down to trickling down to a little bitty stream now. And that's an interesting development that's going on since the prophetic word is, talking about how a big, large army crosses the Euphrates River. Well, if the river's nothing but a bed, a riverbed, it's not going to be a hard problem to cross it, right? So, caught my eye. That's one of the big ones. Some of the things that are going on. Ethiopia, there is a dam that's up there that they turned it off because of lack of water as well in the area. So they turned off the dam to keep the water where it's at instead of letting it go downstream. Also, here in the United States, in the western half of the United States, there is a river that goes between Oregon and California in the north that is utilized majorly for major farmers and produce. They have had major problems in the past with this, and now it just went from bad to worse. These farmers are not going to plant, and they're not going to water. They're not going to have livestock that they can water because they really don't have any water. It had already run out. Now the irrigation system that comes from the next state over, it's been turned off. So there is no water coming in. Northern California, Southern Oregon fields and farming community is, well, they're shut down. That's it until further notice. This is the worst drought that, according to the scientists, is saying hasn't been since 114 to 150 years ago in recorded history that we've had a drought this bad, where the water supply is so low to zero. For irrigation, watering crops, and we'll just ready drinking water supply. Let's see. I guess the other things that I wanted to comment about is keep your eye on the weather. I've seen the weather forecast. I heard the deal in China. I commented on it here on an audio or 2 ago about the poor folks that were got caught by freak storm and they were killed. 22 athletes during an athlete competition, a marathon, were killed by the weather. It was hail. That is horrible thing to hear. And keep your eyes this week on central United States as we go through the week, and the eastern part of the United States for, of course, severe weather. It's that time of the year, so I hope it's not that bad. I am listening to other stories that are unconfirmed in the Middle East, and I also am listening to other stories unconfirmed here in the United States. But I'm doing further research on it before I release anything on it. Look for future audios on that as well, as far as the status of the American nation, the United States, and also what's going on in the Middle East and also China, and not so much hearing about the uh, the Ukraine deal anymore. That's kind of gone cold, so I'm keeping my eye on that as well. So it's not over yet, but it seems like it's going cold. They've got that army there, and I think they're going to be going somewhere else. I think they're going to be headed south here pretty soon. So anyway, I'll keep you guys informed as usual. You guys have yourself a good evening and enjoy your families and everything. And remember, be prepared for what's coming this week. I've already heard numerous reports of the food chains are closing down. Uh, some of them the rest of this week they're closing down due to lack of food. So it has started. Do your homework. Look it up on the internet. You'll find lots of topics discussing the food shortage that is starting to already begin now. And by this weekend, we should start to see and the beginning of the impact of the shelves emptying up a little bit. Once again, to reiterate, there will be food. It'll be the bland foods, meat, chicken, and pork going to be hard to get a hold of. The price is going to be very high, and all other luxury foods and stuff like that is probably going to be extremely high. So be prepared for that, and hope our paychecks can keep up with it. Hope our employers can keep up with it, and we'll all get through this together. So anyway, all right, guys. Well, once again, have a good week and good evening there. We'll talk to you later. Chieftain News out.